Hey squad, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Man, it has been a wild week with these drones. I don't even know what to say, right? Like the government just keeps saying, we don't know what these are, but don't worry, they're not a threat. Well, you can't say they're not a threat if you don't know what they are. Now, this is actually part 4 in my series about the drones. So if you haven't seen parts 1 through 3, I do recommend that you watch those. We'll go ahead and put links for those up in the corner. And of course, I'll put some end links as well. But today I want to talk about, there's a new thing going on where apparently people are now shooting at these drones. I was afraid this was going to happen. We talked about this in the live stream, that it was a matter of time before civilians started taking things into their own hands. Now listen, folks, I get it. We want answers, and truthfully, if a civilian manages to get one of these things down and get to it before authorities, yeah, they're going to be an internet hero. They're going to have probably the most views for 2024 and 2025 if they're an influencer. If they're arrested, there'll probably be a GoFundMe campaign to cover their legal expenses. Basically this person's going to be considered a hero by the community. But here's why you shouldn't do it. Number one, when you shoot up into the air, what goes up must come down, and you have a very strong chance of that landing. Well, I can't say very strong. There's a chance that it could land and hit an innocent civilian. And how are you going to feel if you hit some little kid or something like that, right? Like, don't do that. Don't, right? It's a dumb idea to shoot your gun into the air. It just really is. Unless you're like duck hunting or something like that in an area where that's allowed, just don't do it. Number 2, it is illegal. It is illegal to just randomly shoot your gun into the air. And you will probably get arrested. There is technology out there where they can do shot placement. I know this for a fact. Remember who I work with for a living? So there is technology out there where they can pinpoint where the shots are coming from. There's a pretty good chance you're going to get arrested. So, you're probably going to have the internet do a GoFundMe or whatever, but really it's still not worth it. You don't want something on your record. You don't want to get arrested, folks. Number 3, you actually will hurt the firearms community, right? So there's people out there in the gun grabbers, as we call them, who are just looking for one more reason to take your freedoms away and take my freedoms away. So when you do something stupid like that, like shooting your gun up into the air, you actually hurt firearms rights for the rest of us who are responsible firearms owners. Please don't be stupid. And number 4, lastly, remember, there is a chance that there's actually, people are saying these are car-sized drones. There is a chance that there is actually people in those drones, right? We don't know for sure that they're not unmanned. In fact, one of the Pentagon releases actually kind of made a hint that maybe they are manned aircraft. Now, again, it's debatable at this point. We just don't know. So we want to be responsible about this. Don't shoot at the drones, folks. If you accidentally kill somebody who's just there's these mini helicopter things that people can own. I don't even know what they're called. But we were talking about it on the live stream, which was number 3 on this drone series that we're doing, where there are these things where people can build, and basically it's like a mini helicopter, for lack of a better term. And somebody knows what those are, what they're called. Put it in the comments down below for me. I appreciate that. But if there's a person up there in one of these things and you shoot and kill them, now you probably are looking at prison time. Right? Forget about the GoFundMe and all this other stuff. You're probably looking at prison time, and you're going to have to live with what you did for the rest of your life, right? So I know it's tempting, folks. I get it. I really do. I understand why people are frustrated. Your government is failing you. They're not giving you any answers. They should at this point. I, for one, believe the government does know what these things are, and they can settle fears by just saying, hey, listen, we're doing some tests. This is our technology. Or whatever, whatever this thing is. That will eliminate what's likely to happen at this point, is where civilians are going to take these matters into their own hands. So if you're watching this channel and you live in these areas where this is happening, please heed my advice and do not shoot at the drones. I know it's tempting. I know I get it. I really do. But just don't do it. There's a lot of bad outcomes that could happen from it. Just be patient. I do think we're going to get some answers here. My heart tells me that it's probably going to be civilians that do give us the answers, but I'm asking you not to shoot at these things, okay? Now, if one happens to fall out of the sky in your neighborhood, yeah, go take pictures, go take film of it, because there's going to be a response team to come and recover that really, really quick. So get that footage when you can, and yeah, you probably will go viral. and you'll get that internet cloud, which I know a lot of people out there chase that internet cloud. I get it. But be careful too, because we don't know exactly what these things are. You know, don't start touching with it and messing with it, trying to take it apart or move it or whatever. I really don't recommend that at all. But if it happens to land near you and you want to get some footage, then yeah, I can't blame you for that one. I probably would myself. All right, folks, that's it for today. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.